Hey everybody, welcome back to the next episode. Pretty much picking up where we left off. I did want to do this together, so this is our first Awaken Supremium block. Holy moly. We can do, actually we can do a few more. We can do 3 more. I think I can almost do 4. I don't want to take that last one out because it'll mess it in. But do this, that back there. And one more, I believe, I can do. I do need one more block of supremium, though. Add a supremium. I need one freaking thing. 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that should. Actually, do I have any? Let's see. I do. Okay. Let me just do this. Let me put these back. My system's already pretty full. Somehow. Oh wait, I need to make a ziplock. But yeah, so we're close to what I want to do. The whole purpose of this is to get nitro crystals as a seed. That's what I've been trying to rush. All this good stuff. I did make this off camera, the Prudentium. It's just blocks with that. I think I will make another chunk and actually do this for realsies. It's going to be a 9x9 with 8 of these going at a time. And then we're going to do plant sowers. But the problem with that, actually, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Scratch all that I just said. What we're actually going to do is we're going to be making the planters this episode. Because, oh, I always do that. I go to a creative world and I get a thumbnail for the YouTube video, and then I forget to turn it off. And it, for some reason, saves between worlds. But anyway, yeah, we can do the planter. We can also make the advanced planter, I think. But for now, I think we're just going to focus on this. So let me just remove all this stuff. Remove all of this, except for the planter and the blazing. So insanium is 4 of each of these. Nice. So we can do this. We can get, let me get 3, 4 planters, I think. So that is oak. Just make a stack. And then, do I have any oak logs? Not many, unfortunately. Wanted to do, nope. Just gonna do it in here. So insanium, and then let's see, bonsai pots. So that shouldn't be too bad either. Do I have any nether cotta left? I have enough for 5. Or rather, I have enough for 1. I have 5 left. So I'll probably have to make some more. Take some of that. Make this. Let's see, I can. Awesome. Bonsai. And then we come over here. Boom. Our first basic planter. Let's freaking go. Now, what this does is this basically what it sounds like is it will take your plant, and then I do need the crux from under here, but these take forever to mine, so let me just do that. And it'll just go automatically. So you see here, 2%, 5. It's somewhat slow, but I don't have to deal with all of this. And then once I get the advanced planter, which really isn't that bad, it's just the garden cloche, which I wonder if the garden cloche is better than the planter. I guess I should have checked on that beforehand. I feel like it is, honestly. But you can see here, the only thing is I don't think it gives extra seeds like this would, but I can just do this for like a moment, get a few extra seeds, and that'll be okay. But let me, I think right now, yeah. So since we have this, I'm gonna tear this down. I'm gonna also look into cloches. Um, yeah, we're gonna look into that, and then we're also going to see if we can make the crux for the prudentium. Doesn't look too bad, so I just need these growth accelerators. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'll just let this go for now. Um, so when I come back, hopefully I'll have a plan on the cloches and the crux. So BRB. Okay, so I have decided the cloches are definitely good. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I was in a creative world, and they give first off they give two outputs, um, and they're really not that slow. They're pretty good actually. Um, Not only that, when you supply bone meal, it's even faster. Now it does cost two of the planters, but I feel like it's just so much better to do it that way rather than like spamming these because these aren't bad, but like it can definitely be better. So, um, is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make as many of these as I can. Let me see. Do I have? So I thought, didn't I make some? I must not have. Okay, let me make some, and we're gonna make a few cloches, and I'll be back again because these are definitely worth it. BRB. Okay, I actually forgot I had put this in here, but here's the first cloche, garden cloche. And if we look, so we just fill it with water. It only accepts energy on either side, left or right. Um, and then it only accepts water out the back. And then I'm sure I can just output from the front. So yeah, that's really not too bad. The only thing is I will need to use those like a regular, I need to plan it regular so that I can get extra. I need to get rid of these all these ocelots. Yeah, the dread lamp. Cause like they are everywhere. So I know I need actually have copper wire, which is crazy. Is that copper? Yeah. And sorry, I'm getting off sidetrack, but I really cannot be bothered with these dociles. Squids, bats, also in a radius. Because they're spawning on this, and I just can't. Anyway, what was I saying? No idea. Um, damn it. What was I saying? But yeah, these are going to be a lot better. So I want ideally like 8 of them. So how much awaken do I have? So I can make an extra 5 of these, so that's an extra 3. Let me just 5 of these, and then I did have some nether cotta going. Not a lot, apparently. Let me try to make some more terracotta, and I'll be back probably with the garden cloches. BRB. All right, we have 3 more, so that brings our total to 4. And before I forget, I always forget, I'm going to claim all of the quests, because there are a lot of them past few episodes. 51, I think that's a record for me. 51. Nice. Okay. So I am going to. I think it makes sense to leave this here. It's gonna make more sense to use these garden cloches until we get the harvester. Um, because the harvester is smart and it will only do the ones it will replace instead of just putting it anywhere. The harvester, whoops, will replace the seed that it took. But until we do that, I don't think it's wise to replace this with a garden cloche because this is just so much better as far as like inferium essence and such. So we're just gonna leave this here. But as far as I think I will make a new chunk right here and we'll get the stimulants going. And for this episode, I think we will be able to get the probably all the way up to the supremium stimulant. Excuse me. All the way up to here. We really just need this because we need it for these, which gets used in all of the tier 4 seeds. And if you remember, we are trying to get the blazing crystal, which requires first these, which is the easy part, but it also requires these Imperium crystals. So we'll be able to get that. I think I'm going to cut here again. I know I'm cutting a lot, even the first 10 minutes of the episode. But I'm going to cut here, and I'm going to make a new chunk right here so that we can have the infrastructure to set up these garden cloches. So yeah, BRB. Quick little update. I have enough, or I did enough things. What? I made enough. Uh, I got all the ingredients. Jesus. For the Prudentium Crux. For the Prudentium Stimulant. Right here. So, let me actually get some more building blocks here. If we get circular and embossed, I can, so yeah, I'm moving everything because I really didn't like the way it looked. So I'm going to put the click machine in the middle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be the center. Yeah, looks like it. We just need some blocks. And we just need to go down here. Okay. And then we can just put that there, that there. Actually, not going to turn it on yet, but I did also make a supremium from that. Let's see, I'm actually going to move this, place it here. Then I'll put this here, question mark. Yes. Then we'll put the crux underneath it. And then we'll put the sower with a range add-on. And then we will grab the gatherer, also with a range add-on. And I think since we just have it right there, I think we're just going to put conduit, 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 all the conduits. We're just going to chuck it right there, and then we'll probably just run a line of conduits right here. Perfect. And then we'll just take all these up. Okay. Now all we gotta do is put this here, and then this, once it grows, and we can actually just turn that back on. Once it grows enough, we can, let's see, I'm noticing it's not going. Oh, there it goes, okay. And we get an extra seed, we can not only get more cruxes to expedite it, we can get the tertium the tertium crux and stimulant. So that's just that. I can honestly probably just do this, make another prudentium seed, and just go all the way. But I'd like to have at least one extra. So you see it growing. And then what I can do also is get a little here, yeah. We can extract and then insert. So that way it will put the seed in there. And then we can get the trash can, push the sludge out, and then the outputs, push it just in all directions. So that should, yep. And then it's gonna take it and then plant it back. Perfect, perfect. So eventually I will get an extra seed. Let me get another drawer. Okay, I am missing chest. Planks. I don't. Well, let us. Well, here. Just do this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then we'll make a stack of chests. Perfect. And then do you need more logs? I do need to make the chain mill or whatever it's called. There we go, 32. I actually need one of those. Okay. And push that. Okay, perfect. So we'll just keep an eye on it. For now, I think I will also, I'm gonna set it up, I think right here. Let me move this lamp over a little bit. Oops. I'm gonna set these up. They do need to be spaced one apart. So, bump, 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 bump. That looks ugly. Hang on. Let me cook. Let me cook. And I think I will put them. Let's see. This is the center. So 1, 1, 1. Oops. Okay. So now I can get. I think I'm gonna get another infinite water source from the drawers mod. Yeah, I need a couple more buckets. Boom. And then, oh, I'm actually out of brass, it would seem. Yeah, I used them all for that. Okay. Let me come back and I'll get some of that infrastructure set up. BRB. All right. So we finally got an extra seed. It didn't take too long. And now we can make the tertium stimulant. Let's whittle we go. So now we are actually done with this. We can just take this. Actually, yeah, we're gonna wait until we have one extra seed just in case. I didn't mean to lock that. But after we're done waiting for that extra seed, we can put it in here. And now that I think about it, I am gonna add more cloches. So I think I'll move this one over because I want one for every stimulant. And there are 6, I think, total. Yeah, 6 including insanium, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so we're gonna add 2 more. So we'll just move this one over and then add one over here. But we are short on nothing really. We do need to grow more of these. I was crafting some stuff with drawers, I think the upgrades, and it used these freaking drawers to do it, even though I had drawers in the system. I was kind of pissed about that, but thankfully I didn't use the seeds. I think I almost did though. But yeah, We're going to wait until this has one more seed. And, sorry. And then we will make some more progress. So BRB, and I'll probably craft up the stimulant crux, the tertium crux for this as well. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, BRB with that. All right. I made the tertium crux. Very nice, very nice. And, oh, actually, I need the tertium farmland right here. Bunch of blocks I made. Just need one of those. Okay. So same deal, really. Just break that. And put the crux there. Seed there. And then when we get a couple extra seeds, we can finally make the blazing. Well, there's a few extra steps, but we'll get to that later. Let me get the item conduit. Oh, and a drawer. Can make this happen. That there, this, and this. And so, I want to see if that's the output. And I'm not sure if it is. Oh, it is. Okay, so I don't even need this. Cool. So now I am getting prudentium stimulants along with inferium. And once I get an extra seed here, I can make the what's it called? Prudentium? No. What's that called? The next tier? Imperium. I always get it confused. I can make the Imperium stuff and things. Takes a minute. Okay. Yeah, so we can actually, I forgot I had this here. I guess that's fine. I hate that feature. Hate it, hate it. Like, who decided that was a good idea? Like, for real. Yeah, we are just waiting on the extra seeds. I will come back when that's ready. I think in the meantime, I will make the crux for the Imperium, which shouldn't be too crazy. But yeah, BRB. All right, so we got the extra seeds for the tertium. So now we have the Imperium. Let's we can go, whoa. We can put that there, and then we need farmland. Let me just do this one. Okay. Oh, and also, I got everything for the Imperium Crux. Okay. So we can put the crux down and the farmland. We can get this, put this here, put that in there, and that is a go. Look at that. I have so much already. I do need one more drawer. Drawer. Okay. And we'll just put this here. Nope. Here. Yep. Yeah. So this should be going. And now we just have to wait for the extra seeds for this one. Should be pretty simple. Pretty simple. I'm gonna need a lot of this. I do know that. So like if we want, let's see how much of that we need. So we need 4, so 16 of these. So we need 16 times 7. of each. So if we do the quick maths, definitely in my head, 16 times 7 is only 112 actually. So this is done. This is done. This is going to be done. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's really good. Um, yeah. So I'll cut one more time when I have all of this moved into the cloche, and I will be back. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. What am I talking about? Um, yeah, it hasn't been too long. I actually used the mystical fertilizer I got from earlier, and I have enough supremium. I got the extra seeds, so now we can make the supremium stimulant. The only thing is, I was looking at the recipes, and I forgot that it is actually needed the previous tier for each one. So, although I do need 16 of these, in order to make the Imperium crystals, it is, what's the word? Cumulative? You know the word I'm talking about. What's the word? There's a word for it. It times itself. If that makes sense, which I'm sure it doesn't. But I'm gonna need a lot of the base stimulants, like crystals, and the catalysts. I'm also gonna need to look at this. This is a tier 5, but I'm also gonna look at, between episodes, the infusion stuff, the infusion alternator and stuff like that, to see if it's worth doing. Which I'm pretty sure it is, because this is a mess. That's a mess. I think that'll be good. But I'm gonna put upgrades on this and probably go AFK for a little bit, and hopefully we'll have a lot of stimulant essence for next episode. But that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.